It was Brandon DeWilde as a little boy, which he was a member of the wedding, and it was the next thing I think they did with him. And Polly Rolls, who was a comedian, who played his mother. And I really don't remember a single thing about it, except it was a David Suskind operation, which is Talent Associates. And Julian Clayman was my personal producer. And I did 2 of them. And I did them for the, I went from one show to the other. I was doing it really for money at that time. So it was, except for a brush I had with David Suskind, which was, kind of David Suskind, because they just discovered the sponsor, I guess, again, decided the little boy couldn't be involved in shoplifting. And the opening shot was the shoplifting, and had been since the treatment. And they suddenly came and I had to do this over or something. I can't remember. No, David wanted to not pay me, that's right. And Flora Roberts was then my agent. And she had instructed me that no matter what he said, I should just say I'd talk it over with Flora. So that's all I said. And he finally said, well, I hope Flora will be reasonable. But finally we got the money, that's all I remember. The one that they actually did do, I honestly don't remember what it was about. And I didn't stick around the studio or anything like that. I did my little script for them and moved right along. And I think the whole thing was a failure, as I remember.
Well, it only lasted for 1 year, but now David Suskind was kind of an important television producer at that time. Mm-hmm. What were your impressions, other than the money issue? Did you have much of an impression of him?
I found him impossible. Terribly attractive. And dynamic and charismatic and all those wonderful things. But I thought he was the kind of fighter who said something really mean and snide. He was, watch out, is all I can say about David Suskind. He was talented. He was a good salesman. I never did like his persona on the camera, but I was sort of off him by the time he got on the camera. He was on talk shows. And he had his own talk show. And he was a big liberal, allegedly, and just not one of my favorite people. I never knew him that well. I knew a lot of people who worked for him, lots of them. And Audrey Gillen, Jacqueline Babin, Barbara Schultz, just a lot.
All the women you just mentioned, all the people you just mentioned were women.
Yeah.
Do you think Suskind was progressive in terms of...
He's the one that said that, no, not in terms of giving a woman a break.
Yeah, that's
no,
right.
He'd hire a woman writer because he had to. But Jackie Babin wanted to be a producer long before she got a crack at it. And I think he did everything he could to prevent it. And Barbara Schultz never got a crack while she was there. And another friend of mine, Selma Lynch, who was in the casting, got fired for I don't know what reason. I mean, he was a rough customer. And my own particular, I just never dug David, nor he me, I don't think. He's not one of the producers that really wanted my talent, that I ever could feel that that's what he wanted.